Guys, welcome back to the channel. I can't wait for Origin tomorrow night. I can't wait. It's at Adelaide Oval. It's at 8 o'clock tomorrow night. It's that time of year. Behind me, you have normally seen Michael Jennings match-worn jersey, but I do have the Farewell Thurston jersey signed behind me as a little bit of a good luck for tomorrow night. But I'm going to be speaking about the Blues and Maroons team, all 17 players on each side, the changes that have happened, and my tip and best bet for this game. Love doing it every time of year. You know what? I do predict pretty well. Let's see how I go for game one of Origin. Let's get into it.
Subscribe to Entertain House.
Now, just quickly, before I get into the video, just make sure you guys check out, I'll leave a link in the description. I have reactivated channel merch available at Redbubble, and we do have 20% off your first order with the app. So check out, there are lots of cool designs, the new logo, the classic logo, the old triangles vibe, t-shirts, towel, clocks, bag, whatever you would like. If you are an Entertain House fan and you've been there is an OG product as well as a great one for Eels fans. So go and check it out, please, guys. Link in the description. And let's get into it. So, Origin kicks off tomorrow night. It is the battle of the fullbacks. Kalen Ponga has been obviously overlooked, and Reece Walsh will line up in the Maroons number one, going up against James Tedesco. On the wing, Selwyn Cobbo and Brian To'o for the Blues. I know I predicted that one there. Val Holmes will be going up against Stephen Crichton. Now, Crichton was obviously named on the reserves, but is now in the side due to Latrell Mitchell having a calf injury. Massive news for the Blues yesterday out of camp, and obviously won't fly with the team for the big game. In the centres, you've got Hamiso Tabuai-Fidow and Tom Trbojevic, and Tom is he was hitting form at the right time against the Canberra Raiders just last week. Murray Taulagi on the other wing, and Josh Addo-Carr returning to the Origin arena after an impressive game back from injury. Cameron Munster versus Jerome Luai. The battle of Nicho Hynes and Luai is over. Luai is number 6 tomorrow night for the Blues. Daly Cherry-Evans in the 7 against Nathan Cleary. And we move into the front row. We have Thomas Flegler starting at prop for the Maroons, coming off a pretty good season so far. Don't know if I thought I would have had Tino in the starting side, but obviously I'll mention later. And then a bit of a gamble here for the Blues, Tavita Pangai Jr., who, look, he's got a bit of offload and aggression about his game. I just don't know if the form is up to scratch, but he could come out and absolutely destroy Queensland's forwards. So I won't say too much there. Ben Hunt at hooker, and Api Koroisau has been named at hooker instead of Damien Cook for the Blues. The props are Lindsay Collins versus Payne Haas. Payne Haas obviously had a talk of an injury, but has been cleared to play. In the back row, David Fifita gets an Origin recall. I think I might have had him off the bench, but great to see him starting. And Tyson Frizell back in the Blues as well. I'm pretty sure I had him in the team. Might have again been off the bench, but I might have had him starting. I'll have to double check. Tom Gilbert and Hudson Young. Great to see Tommy. I think I might have had him 19th man. I think I had him 19th man, but had him in the camp at least. And Hudson Young, over Ola Kalatu, interesting for me, but congratulations, Hudson, and good luck. Patrick Carrigan at lock and Isaiah Yeo at lock. On the bench, you've got Harry Grant and Junior Barlow. On the bench for the Maroons, you've got Tino Fa'asuamaleaui and Cameron Murray. You've got Ruben Cotter going up against Liam Martin, who it's an interesting one for me. Liam Martin has not played much footy this year, but he's shown that he can play in the Origin arena. And Jai Arrow versus Nicho Hynes, who will come on. And 18th man is Tom Dearden for the Maroons. 18th man for the Blues is Matt Burton. Now, obviously Queensland coming off a series win last year, going into this game as underdogs, a status that we absolutely love, paying $2. And Latrell Mitchell being a big out, about $2.25 yesterday into that $2 price. But the thing about Queensland is our away record is very poor, especially at these neutral grounds. We obviously got the win in Sydney last year, but at neutral grounds, it's very tough. This one being at Adelaide Oval. Previously, there was a few games there at Perth, and some big scores put on us at those particular games. It's great to see Josh Addo-Carr. I think it's great to see Josh Addo-Carr. Whether he completely deserves the spot based on, I think, you know what, coming back from injury after everything he went through last year, I think it's really good to see. Again, I mentioned Campbell Graham. I think Campbell Graham has been overlooked. Obviously, he has been named as an injury. So I guess it's weird. I guess he was named to play the other day. I believe he didn't play. And it's a bit of a weird situation, this one with Campbell Graham. But yeah, I still think maybe later in the series we'll see what happens. But Campbell Graham, if he keeps playing the way he was, he probably should get a spot in the Blues. But anyway, let's get into my tip. Now, if Queensland win Game 1, they play Game 2 at Suncorp. I will be there. And I feel like if Queensland do win this, they will wrap up the series. And what we all want to see is Game 3 at Sydney being a decider. That would be absolutely awesome. Just like last year, we got a great decider. Again, Queensland, poor records at neutral ground. Definitely a great back line from both sides, but you give the edge to New South Wales. Then for the forwards, I mentioned Tevita Pangai Jr. being a strange one, but I think the back row for the Maroons is really, really strong as well. I am going to tip a close game here. Obviously, Origin is always quite close. My predicted margin is 6 points. I haven't had a look at the total points. I may not touch the total points as a bet for this one. And I am going to tip Queensland. I think Queensland can win this game. I think there is a lot of decisions that Freddie has made that are a bit strange. The first one being Damien Cook. Nicho Hynes, if he's in 17, just how much of a role is he going to get within the game? Tevita Pangai Jr., I mentioned it, could it be the best thing, could be the worst thing. But then again, there are a few players from Maroons, you know, Dane Gagai, Kalen Ponga, who have been overlooked. So there's weaknesses for both sides in regards to that. But I'm going to go Queensland to win 22 points to 16. I got Queensland by 6. We just win these game ones, especially as underdogs. I think we've won like 2 or 3 out of the last 4 where we've been underdogs going into the first game of the series. But I'm going to go Queensland 22 points to 16 as my tip. My first try scorer, I'm going to go with Josh Addo-Carr from the Blues. I think at $10 he's a great price. He's not only fast, he's a strong winger. If they can get, you know, if Luai can get a ball to him, I reckon that he can go over to score the first try of the match. So Josh Addo-Carr is my pick for first try scorer. Anytime, I'm going to go with Cameron Munster. He's at a massive price. He's paying $4.10. He's in great try scoring form all season. And man of the match, Cameron Munster, is $6.50. So I'm going to back that as well. My roughy try scorer. Now, you know I love to back a back rower, but I'm going to go with a dummy half here. I reckon Api Coruscant can find his way to the line. He's paying $7.50. He is a very quick hooker. If he can get through the ruck, I reckon $7.50 is a huge price for Api Coruscant to score himself an Origin try. So Api might get over the line. But as far as, you know, a safe multi goes, I'm going to back Josh Addo-Carr to score a try into Queensland head-to-head win, and that's a nice price of $5.50. So I'm going to tip Queensland by 6. I'm going to go 22 points to 16, and I reckon Addo-Carr to score a try into Queensland. Guys, enjoy Origin tomorrow. Hopefully there's no more changes to these sides. They're all locked in, ready to go on the field. I can't wait. Very excited. I'm very excited for Origin Game 2 going to Suncorp, just like that decider last year. If you are new around here, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Check out the link in the description for merch. Let me know your Origin tips in the comments below. I would definitely be, you know, having $2 on, or a couple bucks on, you know, the Tom Trbojevic, David Fifita, Cameron Munster, Josh Addo-Carr. That would be the 4 try scorers that I would be picking for either a multi or first try scorer. But guys, that's going to be it for me. Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you guys later.
Subscribe to entertain us.